Do you find that so many of your days are riddled with anxiety? Do life's challenges easily overtake you? Do you struggle with the need to know how everything will turn out before you start? If so, Stoicism might be the answer. The ancient philosophy teaches acceptance of what we can't control, as well as dealing with inevitable troubles as they come. We know that there are many things that can be difficult for us to do, sometimes because we struggle with mental health issues. Stoicism can help us develop the practices that allow us to call up whatever reserves of courage we may have in order to engage the world productively. In times of turmoil, are you able to remain calm and think rationally with a clear mind? If so, congratulations. You're one of the few people who can. In today's world that's getting more and more difficult to take care of ourselves, being a Stoic might prove to be more crucial than ever before, as Epictetus has told us about remaining calm. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Let's take a look at some basic principles of Stoicism. The Stoics of ancient times noticed that, from a human perspective, there are two categories: things we have no control over and things we do have control over. Are we in control of what's happening around us? Of course not. We can't control the economy, the president, our partner, or the aging of our body. But we can make decisions that affect these things for the better. As much as we try to do things right, the economy can still tank. The president can be terrible, our partners may cheat or die, and we are getting older. There is nothing we can do to completely avoid misfortune. Seneca has given us this advice on how to approach challenges. How does it help to make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? People need to know that life involves challenges. This doesn't have to be depressing though. It can be a case of using your optimism to motivate you and make the most out of tough situations. For example, if you start your morning with a leap in spirit, you're more likely going to work harder and never give up on anything. But when they get home from work in the afternoon, there's a chance that reality will step in and disappoint them. But don't worry, there are still things about our life that are entirely up to us. Among them are the opinions we form and decisions we make on a daily basis. We have no control of the outside world, but what we do have control over is our reaction to it. Epictetus makes the point that we shouldn't be affected by the things not in our control. So when it comes to illnesses, which are a huge challenge to overcome, we should focus on mitigating symptoms or use healing therapy. But the results are not up to us. Nevertheless, we can decide how we react to the situation. When we're ready to accept sickness and death, a sense of inner peace can emerge. Getting through difficult times may seem to come across as indifferent in some situations, but it is a strength to let go of the results when we dwell in tranquility, a state that allows us to act according to reason. This probably leads to making better decisions when faced with adversity. Here's what the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius has told us controlling our emotions. How much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us? Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism is not about suppressing or abandoning emotion. It seeks to place reason and emotion in a balance that allows the full range of human nature, emotions included. If we let our emotions control us, it is easy for them to just seem to come and go like the waves of the ocean. In reality, they can be a bit more than that and serve as indicators for most things you happen to do. The stereotype about Stoics being detached from their emotions is ridiculous. Everyone has feelings that have as much meaning as any other thought. Stoics know very well that indifference is power. When you are mindful of your limits, you can focus on what matters for your life. This can make it much easier to live fully, and the results will be worth it in the end. With all the distractions available, Stoicism can help us find our way back to a path in life, providing guidance for what is important.